Murmu as their presidential candidate, the BJP has made the opposition candidate, their campaign, all of that a complete non-starter, completely decimating and destroying the opposition's plans.
Absolutely, Meenakshi, good morning. I'll tell you, this is a very, very interesting stuff. Over the last 10-15 days, or even maybe almost a month, we were all discussing about that who would be the potential challenger for an NDA candidate, which were not even known to who could be that candidate. But if you remember that Sharad Pawar taking the lead, Mamata Banerjee taking the lead, all the 17 party delegations meeting in Delhi and putting up 3 candidates' names, the Gopal Krishna Gandhi, Farooq Abdullah and Sharad Pawar, his name was also thrown. But to an utter surprise, they were not even able to find an ideal candidate. And finally, they could get only one candidate, which is Yashwant Sinha, who is an overexposed. He has been a hopper when it comes to for the power, whether it is with BJP or even before that, multiple parties and now into Trinamool. So I think it's a one-sided with Draupadi Murmu coming as the candidate from BJP is just further added the shock to the already divided or a confused opposition. So I would say the decision of selecting this candidate has got much more, many more importance than the typical presidential candidate. When I said typical candidate, means there are in an election there are always one main candidate and an opposition candidate. That's the usual one. But with Draupadi Murmu coming into the picture, it has completely changed the way we look at the first citizen of our country. There is no doubt it's constitutionally the head of our government or the authority, the one who will be heading all our 3 services, the defense forces, and that too coming from a tribal background, from an Orissa. And from the moment you say Orissa, that means Orissa and Andhra, it's almost like the neighboring states, and they have a lot common. YSR have naturally become a part of the, for that, and Biju Janata Dal, they cannot cannot even think of going against a candidate, that too from a tribal candidate from Orissa. So in a way, it is really a master stroke, and much more than all of this, we need to understand the politics of Narendra Modi and the BJP of today. Always going not from the conventional method, always unconventional, very dynamic. Even with when Ramnath Kovind was selected, it was again a surprise package. So I think the way Indian politics is been changing so fast, and BJP is leading in every possible way, and this election and this candidature is going to further cement that thought process of a dynamic politics rather than the monotony of the courtier politics or the family politics is over. So it is, I would call it like it's a social, her candidature represents a social empowerment. Her candidature represents the entire tribal community across the country, which is almost 22% plus of the population. It's in almost in every, whether it is in Gujarat, Orissa, every state in the country have got a tribal community which has never been a part of our mainstream politics. And Draupadi Murmu coming is this woman empowerment, social empowerment, and overall recognizing the tribal community as a force. I think it's a different kind of a politics altogether, and it's an easy way, and there is no challenge. Yashwant Sinha can't even come close to what Draupadi Murmu is. She has already become a sensation, and Yashwant Sinha is almost a forgotten